Oh, drat. I was driving along minding my own business when that vulgar leech hit my Beamer with his pickup truck. I fear I've fractured my clavicle.
I say, old boy, don't simply put it in the hands of your insurance company to sort it out. Talk with the dedicated road solicitors at the Advocates Law Firm.
Pipe down, you old sod. The Advocates will see your case through to the bitter end and won't sleep a fortnight until they have victory in their grasp.
Jolly good, old man. Jolly good indeed. You get injured, the Advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Most famous WWE wrestlers of all times and the 10 greatest rock bases coming up with your guess is as good as mine. But first time for a few emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Subject, I'm having a baby. Guys, my name's Brandon. I've been a fan of your guys' since the Buzz days. I just found out yesterday that my wife, Victoria, is pregnant. So could I get a big old bong rip for my amazing wife and new son or daughter? Now, Brandon, first of all, we don't do that. When the baby is born, once you find out who the father is, give us an email, and then we will give a happy birthday to your new son or whoever's daughter it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, just because you had sex, yay!
Yeah, good for you.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you planned that. Please do a shout out to Jason for his 32nd birthday. He said that would make his birthday for you guys to do it on the air. Please add a big old bong hit from Mom and Laurie. Please, please, please. That from Laurie. All a shout out for my beautiful wife and mother of our amazing 9-month-old boy, Megan. Can she get a suck it up cupcake and Mickey and Goofy telling her what she can expect tonight? Prost, guys. That from Derek.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
Well, guys, I think this one is pretty simple. You got a 9-month-old and today's birthday. You can be making another baby.
I mean, your baby's 9 months. It seems like you're about due.
So climb on in.
Yeah, a lot of people do that again second time pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, a lot of people like to knock it out at one time.
Yeah, let's get it over with.
I got some friends like that.
Just get it down, but have fun, because once you got two, it ain't happening again for quite a while.
18 years.
I won't say anything, but one person said, quote, if we don't have this third baby now, we're never having one.
Pacholos, I want to wish my beautiful wife, Char, pronounced Punchy, a happy 36th birthday. Can I please get an uh-oh look out, an owl hitting the window, and the dirty Germans talking about what packages she gets to unwrap tonight. Rock on, guys. That from Tony in Bremerton.
Uh-oh, look out.
Yeah, I hate to ruin the surprise, but tonight the package you'll be unwrapping is a new musical instrument called the skin flute.
Yeah, in all honesty, it's a package of about 3 sausages. One spicy, one mild, and one dealer's choice.
Yeah, but all of them are sweaty.
All bitches, it's my 38th birthday today, and I'd love to hear Captain Crunch explain how to crush a panel interview. And maybe Coach Ted pumping me up for my late 30s. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. That from David.
Oh, it's quite simple, really. You go in and you bribe them. You sometimes can use liquor, other times offer them an all-expenses trip to a brothel that features guinea pigs.
Late 30s?
Late 30s.
All right, pretty simple. Late 30s, still a lot of fun. You're going to have a little more indigestion. Be a little careful about certain things. Maybe put down the bottle of hot sauce. You need a taco without it. Other than that, good luck in that interview.
Boo, bitches. I was worried all last week that it'd be a repeat episode today, but thankfully it sounds like it's not. Could I get some Thrill Shotgun Gets and maybe a package of skinless bangers? Thanks, guys. Love you long time. That from Kyle. Guys, birthday shout out to my boyfriend Jason. He just turned 48. Huge fan. Listens every day from Spokane, Washington. And is one of the hardest working men I know. I'll throw in some turtle wax and the dirty Germans talking about the innuendos of the automotive industry. You're the best, guys. Thanks. That from Linda.
Yeah, there are all kinds of innuendos in the automotive world. Take, for example, the Ford Probe. What do you think they are talking about? But in Germany, we have a car not available here in the United States called the Volkswagen Finger.
Yeah, I was just thinking about some simple things. Like, why don't you help me with my stick shift? Maybe I can take a look at your inside floor mats.
Yeah, let me check out the mud flaps.
Yeah, so I'd like your bumper.
Yeah, and I'd like to take a peek under the hood.
So I'm going to spend a lot of time underneath the hood working on this car so that it runs correctly.
All of y'all on always my sexy husband, Randy Walton. A very happy 55th birthday. He is not too happy about being 55, but a happy birthday from you guys will make him feel that much better. He needs a big old bong hit. He is in sunny Yuma, Arizona. And he wants the dirty Germans talking about how sexy RV park managers are. That from his loving wife, Lisa. Oh, that's nice. Because they listen to us every day from Yuma, Arizona. You guys rock. That's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, danke schön for that. Yeah, the RV park managers, of course they are sexy. Who's not attracted to the unicorn tattoo on the breast?
Yeah, also one thing to remember about the trailer park supervisors is that one of the dudes must always be shirtless.
Yeah.
Just like Randy.
Yeah, not many men can pull off brown teeth and look so good.
It's also, they must own this park. I mean, he's part of this Walton family.
Guys, want to give a shout out to my dad, Sean. He is 55 years old. Can I get a big old Leroy Jenkins and the dirty Germans talking about doing repair work to fishing boats? That from his son, Chris, with love.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Yeah, I just assume that this is all sexual innuendos. I like to plug the holes of fishing boats.
Yeah, so I just love it when they play with my dry dock.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of the man in the boat.
Yeah, keeps it rolling.
Yeah, in this little canoe.
So you know what they call me in the bedroom? The tugboat.
Oh. Pudgy but strong.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Ja's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
All right, let's get a contest on the line. For your guess is as good as mine. We'll take caller 9 now, 206-421-ROCK. All right, a couple of extra emails here. Subject is, damn it, Thrill. All of Cholas, I've been a cop on an Army base in Utah for 10 years. In that time, I've dealt with my fair share of very weird stuff. However, about 2 months ago, I was sent to a naked man off of the installation. I've never had to deal with naked people and considered myself lucky. While headed there, all I could think of was, damn it, Thrill. When I arrived, thankfully, he was given a shirt to cover up and transported by another agency, so no naked ass in my car. I'll thank you guys for making my long drives to work and nights in the Utah desert tolerable. Keep on rocking. That from Officer McNichol.
McNichol, it is not my fault. I'm just pointing out the obvious. If you are a police officer, if there is someone naked doing something weird, it is always your problem.
More nudity. My mother-in-law likes to sunbathe in her birthday suit at her home in the backyard. Didn't expect her spread eagle on my trampoline when I got home and went to start the grill. Went back in, saw my wife, and she said, honey, please avoid the backyard until I let you know it's okay. I told her, I think I know why you're telling me this. It was hard to make eye contact at dinner. LOL.
We don't know what this mother-in-law looks like.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My kid's playing the trampoline, man.
What?
Get your nasty
all right.
butt off of that thing.
Yep. Old Michola's
Get off the trampoline.
Working as a cop, some people have no idea we have to clean up our own cars. Talking about puke. One night I was taking a guy to jail for DUI for a coworker. As I get out of town, I hear the guy stir in the back seat and open up the back window. Well, he chucked, not once, not twice, but 4 times. We got to jail, and there literally was a pool of puke in the back floorboards and all over him as well. I called my coworker to tell him, only to have him ask me what the guy ate. There were chunks of tortillas, peppers, rice, and the smell of wine. Took me about an hour to clean up that car. Never drove it again. Rock on, guys. That from Juan. All right, time for a little Your Guess is as good as mine. It's an easy game to play. We get a contestant on the line, and you get to pick from one of 2 categories, and then from there, you get as many right in said category before 3 strikes, and you're out. All right, Steve, who is our contestant? Ready to play Your Guess is as good as mine.
He's a goat. He's from Australia. Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the men's room, Kevin.
Kevin, are you there?
Sure.
Hola. Kevin, welcome to the program. Your guess is as good as mine. All right, Kevin. Your categories today will be the top 10 most famous WWE wrestlers of all times. And then we have the 10 greatest rock bassists. So, Kevin, what category do you want to go with?
Well, let's go with the WWE circus.
Okay, WWE it is for Kevin. Kevin, these guys span a number of years, a number of different genres, so to speak, in the world wrestling entertainment world. But ultimately, they say that these are the 10 most famous WWE wrestlers of all time. The way we play the game is you need to get as many right in the category before 3 strikes, and you're out. So what are you thinking here on your first guess of the most popular wrestlers of all times?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Ooh.
Boy, are you guys going to be pissed when I tell you what number 1 is. I did not vote on this. This is all on the internet. But you were going to say...
I would put Nature Boy Ric Flair up there, too.
Okay.
The Rock, Andre the Giant.
Kevin, you're 1 for 1.
Yeah, I'm going to say Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant, not a bad guess. He is number 6 on the list of the top 10 most famous WWE wrestlers of all time. You got number 2, you got number 6.
It's also John Cena, since he's huge right now. Undertaker, I'm trying to think of all the massive ones.
Ric Flair.
You're going to guess Ric Flair.
Yep.
He did not make the top 10.
What?
He did not make the top 10.
He's like a culture icon outside of wrestling fans.
I agree with you. He didn't make it. I don't know what to tell you.
This list sucks, Miles.
I know.
What about the Macho Man Randy Savage, brother?
That's not a bad guess.
Vanilla Slim Jim.
Do you want to go Macho Man Randy Savage?
Yeah, let's go with Macho Man and Elizabeth.
Macho Man, not Elizabeth.
What?
Yep.
Oh, give me a break.
That's what I said. I knew this list would piss people off.
All right, let's go with The Rock. And he is like the most famous wrestler.
No, The Undertaker.
You're going to go Undertaker.
Yep.
Number 5.
All right.
All right.
I will say this. There's one guy on this list that is not technically considered a professional wrestler. He made a couple of appearances way back in the day in WrestleMania. I believe he took on Hulk Hogan.
Gotta be. No.
He was famous for a movie.
I'm going to guess Mr.
Only.
T. It's got to be Mr. T.
I don't know
Yeah,
how.
I'm going to go with what he said, Mr. T.
Mr. T's number 4. I have no idea how in the hell why.
Yeah.
Because he's Mr.
Thank
T.
you.
That's it.
Most famous WWE wrestlers of all time is a category. Kevin, you have 2 strikes against you so far. You've gotten Hulk Hogan correct, Mr. T, The Undertaker, and Andre the Giant.
Here are a couple suggestions. Other than The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kane, Booker T, Triple H, Diamond Dallas Page, sorry. He was married to the lovely
Jake
Elizabeth.
the Snake.
Jake the Snake, that is a great guess. Sorry, Kevin, that's third strike. You were out.
Oh, good.
Jake the Snake is not on there. Although his documentary is just an S show.
Oh, sure.
Oh, my God, man. That guy has been through a lot. And he's, he's crawled back. He's
I'm not against Stone Cold and Triple H.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is number 7 on the list.
All right.
Triple H is not on the list.
Damn.
You guys have mentioned quite a few so far that haven't been guessed.
What about, trying to think the Canadian guys. Bret Hart?
Yeah, the Hart brothers.
Bret Hart, not on the list.
Dang!
Although if you want to read a great book, read his autobiography. It just tells the whole story of Canadian wrestling, the Hart family, Stu Hart, the dungeon, all the traveling they did where they had to basically put Andre the Giant and hide him behind a bush because their car broke down and they needed to hitchhike. But they knew
no one's picking.
if Andre was on the side of the road,
I need to ride.
No one would stop. And then when they walked up,
Would you?
drove away.
Would you stop?
For Andre the Giant?
If you don't know who that is, and there's that man, 7'2", 3, Like, hell, fellas, I'd love to help you. I'm not helping. What about Rey Mysterio? These people.
Wait a minute. Did he ever say The Rock?
No.
All right, The Rock.
Rock is number 3. Okay.
Yeah, how would you avoid The Rock?
Who wins WrestleMania every year? Basically. Not wins it, but shows up and wrestles. People go,
Undertaker.
Undertaker's not
I
on the
thought we
list.
already had him.
No. Oh, he's number 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Cena?
Cena's number 1.
No kidding.
Okay.
John Cena number 1, Hulk Hogan number 2, The Rock number 3, Mr. T at 4, The Undertaker at 5, Andre the Giant at 6, and Stone Cold at 7.
By the way, I scored points with my kid, so they know John Cena from his movies, right? And so my son's going on about him. I'm like, bro, you know your dad interviewed this cat years ago. He's like, what? I said, yeah, he's actually a really nice guy. He's like, you met him? I said, yes, I met him. Oh, my God. Like, now I'm cool.
Yeah, he's a rapper.
Because he was a rapper at that time, but I met him.
You guys have any guesses left?
All right.
Is Sting on the list?
Sting is not on the list. Not a bad guess, though. He was real good in,
did he say Ric Flair?
WCW, right?
Yeah. Ooh,
Ric Flair didn't make the list.
What's his name? Who's my guy? Oh, damn it. Roddy Piper.
Rowdy Roddy is at number 8.
All right.
Followed by number 9, The Big Show.
Oh, yeah.
And number 10, The Ultimate Warrior. So according to the internets, the top 10 most famous WWE wrestlers of all time goes like this. At 10, The Ultimate Warrior. 9 is Big Show. 8, Roddy Piper. Stone Cold Steve Austin at 7. Andre the Giant at 6. The Undertaker comes in at 5. Mr. T somehow on here at 4. Followed by The Rock at 3. Hulk Hogan at 2. John Cena, number 1, according to the top 10 most famous WWE wrestlers of all time. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Oh, fiddlesticks! What, Wilbur? We just got hit and I think my back has all been out of shape.
You gotta talk with those whippersnappers at the Advocates Law Firm. They're the best injury lawyers around.
What? Pipe down, Clarence! Abner's telling me about the lawyers and the advocates. So what happened to you, Abner?
I was walking across the street with the light when some young punk came screeching around the corner. I lost a toe.
What? Shut it, Clarence! If you get injured, the advocates get results.
AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
The Men's Room is in progress. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Coming up in just minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, a quick check-in with Mike Conn and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, a man doing drugs in Washington State burned down his trailer as he attempted to remove raccoons.
He did it wrong.
I would say so, yes.
I mean, I don't know what you do to get rid of raccoons. But,
he left in a flurry out of his trailer, right? I guess they were underneath the trailer. Okay. He had a candle lit, knocked the candle over, went outside, tried to run them out from underneath the trailer. So it wasn't like he tried to blowtorch them or anything like that.
Oh, he just knocked over a candle.
He just knocked over a candle in his living room, goes back out and looks, and his entire trailer is basically in one big ball of flames.
But there's the silver lining. Raccoons, not liking fire, did in fact leave.
They did leave.
Mm-hmm. They're not staying there anymore.
It's weird. Drug addicts are usually so much more attentive than that.
Yeah, I know. They do such a better job.
A student in Florida was forced to go into COVID quarantine after feeling fatigued, being one of the warning signs of COVID-19. Turns out it was just her cycle.
She was on her period.
Yes.
She confused her period.
No. She said, "Hey, I'm feeling really tired. You know, she's I'm
hot.
I'm
probably.
hot." Yeah. They sent her to the nurse, and they sent her home and said she needs to go into quarantine. And they said, guys.
It also might have been the first time that she'd experienced it.
No, it was not.
Oh, okay, all right.
It was not. She did have to go to the doctor to get them to give her a note that says, yeah, don't worry, she's just a lady.
What are the qualifications to be a nurse then at that school? If you use the term nurse, and I don't know this to be true, but my assumption would be that you are medically qualified to be called such. And I would think, and look, I'm not a doctor, but I know if a woman's on her period, if she tells me the symptoms like,
that's right.
Has it happened, I don't know, about 4 weeks ago? Yeah, is that crazy? No, it's not. You're fine.
Right. Yeah.
I can't believe the nurse sent you home.
Way to go, gang. A church in Ohio put a statue of a sleeping Jesus on a park bench. Cops were called within 20 minutes from people thinking it was a homeless man.
You know why? Because a lot of homeless people that sleep on park benches also look kind of like Jesus. Like, what did you think was... It's a life-size...
Right. Wait, why would you put it on the park bench? Unless it's outside of your church. I mean, I'm all down with Jesus, but why are you putting a statue on a park bench?
And why are
People
they
need
sleeping
that.
on it?
Right. People need that bench.
That's a good point, too, right? Like, I wanted to sit down, but I can't because you have this big-ass statue.
Right. I mean, good on you. I'm all right with the statue, but why is it on the park bench?
Where was he sleeping before?
That's a good question, Ted. I don't know. Was it made so that he can sleep on a bench?
Right. Generally, when I see Jesus, he's on a crucifix.
Or at least in my French toast.
Or he's standing there on a pedestal. You know, I get it. I hear what you're saying. Why is it...
Generally not sleeping.
No.
Jesus
I've never
doesn't
seen
care.
Sleeping Jesus.
Yeah, now that we're saying this, wait a minute. I don't know that.
Why is he asleep?
He's even awake in the nativity.
Yes. And he's a baby.
He's a baby.
He's asleep all the time.
He's awake. Right. As an adult, I'm tired.
Man that never sleeps.
That's the ones, I think that's from the, book according to the Corinthians.
That's right. That's somewhere in there. According to a new study, we got to move on. According to a new study, there's no evidence that white noise helps you sleep. Actually might prove a little bit in the opposite direction.
That's why I like black noise. Oh, I told you to bring your ass down here.
Would you like some yogurt?
There's cranberries in your chicken salad. I can't sleep.
I'm calling bank shot.
The mayonnaise.
I can't sleep with all this white stuff.
Oh, man.
Goat yoga.
Pumpkin spice.
Chablis.
White Claw.
Golf.
Golf with White Claw. Fireball.
Our new white noise tapes.
All the things I like.
Uggs. Pumpkin patch.
Yeah. Gourds.
Gourd.
What the hell buys a gourd? You think a black family walked up and went, well, we need gourds. Why the hell do we need this corn you can't eat to hang on a door?
You need the black noise tape. We ain't buying food we ain't eating. Put that gourd back. I put corn on the door. Eat it.
Corn on the door.
You ever seen corn on the door? Like 3 of them?
No, I know.
It's food, man.
It's like the elf on the shelf. It's corn on the door.
Corn on the door. Oh, they have corn on their door.
You better be good.
Must be fall.
By the way, this sounds also terrible for somebody like me. Like, whether the white noise or not, I just like sleeping with a fan on. It's like,
right.
I told you it doesn't help. Like,
well, it drowns out all the other crap in my neighborhood, like all the sirens.
It helps me fall asleep initially. I can hear the argument that it eventually wakes me back up, because I do fall asleep with the TV on, but it helps me fall asleep initially. I fall asleep in 2 minutes with the TV on, with the fan on, with some sort of white noise, as opposed to just sitting there laying with my thoughts. I'm a very nervous person.
I like my thoughts. The problem is 2 noises I hear right now. One, there's light rail construction about 25 feet away from my bedroom window. I've gotten used to that. And then the sound of the dog farting. And all night, it sounds like someone blowing you a kiss. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. And within 5 seconds, dude, you just descend into the Dutch oven.
Pretty sure my garbage man drives the entire route in reverse.
A cow in Australia escaped from a farm and got trapped on a neighbor's trampoline.
Oh, really?
A lot of interesting things happening on trampolines these days.
Crazy, naked mother-in-laws and a cow.
Cow.
That is look, if I'm that trampoline company, like, look, even your fat kid can't break this one.
That's right.
This is a cow.
Harry, is that a cow on the trampoline?
What would you do if you saw a cow? Like, who do you call? Because I'm not going to bother with the cops. The cops
Nobody,
are like,
man. Free milkshake.
We're cops. I'm not going to call the fire department because, like, dude, it's a cow on a trampoline. Like, we're not trained for this.
I'd call the fire department.
And what do you expect them to do?
I don't know, but
it got up there.
That's who I'd call first.
Hit it with the hose. I mean, again, I just don't know the proper person. The fire
department. Get her ass down there, Bessie.
See, cops get naked people. Fire department gets everything else that's stupid. But in my mind, fire department, you deal with fire. No, the cow's not on fire. The cow's on the trampoline. Who the hell do I call? And is that a 311 or a 911?
Maybe animal control? I don't know why I didn't think about that first.
I would call animal control.
Or is it 711?
What's 711?
Isn't that the one that's the non-emergency?
That's a convenience store.
7-Eleven. Thank you, Ted. Appreciate that. Moving on. In order to get 18 years of free Wi-Fi, a couple named their newborn daughter Twifia.
What is the significance of that?
The company's name is Twi-Fi. Twifi. They added an A at the end of it because they said, hey, if anybody will name their kid after our company, we'll get you 18 years of free internet. So they went Twifia.
Hope it's worth it.
Good job, gang. Alrighty. Each year, a travel website polls people and ranks the sexiest and least sexy American accents. Lucky for you, I have the 10 sexiest and 10 least sexy American accents from this very year. So what are you guys thinking is a sexy accent this year?
Is it gender-based or just genre?
It just says...
Because I think the Southern accent is super sexy on women, but it's not the best for the dudes.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? What's weird, they have some that are states and some that are cities.
All right. It depends on the city. So, like, Baltimore's got a unique accent. So does Pittsburgh. So does Boston.
And neither one is sexy.
So does New York.
Let me ask you this. What do you think the sexiest accent is? As far as it is the name of a state, so it's not a city accent like Philly or St. Louis or something like that. So what would be the sexiest state accent?
Texas.
Georgia.
Or Wisconsin.
Ted, you absolutely nailed it. It's the Texas accent.
Yeah, sounds tough.
All right. What else will be there on the...
It depends. I got family in Texas. I'm not doing that, boy.
So what do you think?
I'm going to get some of that boudin. You know, say that sound right now.
What other places would have sexy accents?
Probably like Kentucky.
Kentucky is on the top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, do they consider New York a sexy accent?
New York is number 2.
Is that sexy? Yeah, take off your pants.
It can't be Boston.
Boston is number 3.
That's sexy?
Get in the car.
When we lived there, that was not considered sexy.
No, because we heard them all the time.
Right.
I think it's like the idea of a Twinkie, where as an adult, you're like, oh, I used to love Twinkies. And then you eat one as an adult, and you say, get this disgusting stuff out of my mouth.
Number 4, Alabama.
Okay.
Number 5, the Chicago accent.
I didn't think Chicago had too thick of one.
Right?
It's kind of more of that Wisconsin sound, the Midwestern.
But not quite as thick, I don't think.
Then we have California.
California.
Philly.
Oh,
Philly?
hey.
Maine, which I didn't know that they had an accent.
I didn't either.
Oh, they got an accent, bro, for sure.
But it's kind of close to Boston.
The Northwest at number 9, and then Kentucky at 10. Now, here are your least sexy accents. Let me just pull you guys real quick. What is the least sexy accent that we have in this beautiful country of ours?
I mean, for me, it's like the New York, New Jersey one.
Is it Pittsburgh?
It is not Pittsburgh. Steve, you actually nailed it. It is New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Jersey.
Jersey.
What else?
Jersey, that's part of it.
What else would be those? A least sexy accent.
Maryland.
And let's see here. Nope.
Wrong.
Alaska.
Alaska, not on the... Oh, well, yes, it is. Alaska is on the list.
Man, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I mean,
is there more cities on this list?
Can they be doubled up? Can you also say Boston, New York, Philadelphia?
California's Valley Girl accent is on the south side.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore, Maryland, no. Long Island is the second least sexy.
Yeah.
Take off your pants.
Florida.
Slacks.
Oh, yeah.
Florida, yeah. But Florida's just a lot of people from Long Island.
Right. It just depends on where you are. It's a mini cosmos of the East Coast.
Minnesota.
All right, that makes sense.
Pittsburgh.
For sure.
It's unique.
Let's see. Pennsylvania Dutch.
I'm trying to think of the Pennsylvania Dutch. I mean,
sounds like some on a bucket list.
I know.
I've done that.
Gave her the old
Pennsylvania Dutch.
Pennsylvania Dutch.
Put your bonnet on.
The Appalachian accent.
Ooh.
And then finally, Southern Ohio. Which
that's pretty specific. That's basically just West Virginia.
I will say that Appalachian thing is crazy, man.
Yeah?
It's just a unique sound you're not going to hear anywhere else.
All right.
My grandfather used to say light bulb. We need to change our light bulb.
Light bulb.
Hey,
man,
Murray, where's the light bulb?
I watched that video that I was talking to you about, that Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia movie. I couldn't understand a doggone word.
Why do you think there were subtitles?
That's exactly why there were subtitles. No, there wasn't. I had to put them on there.
Oh, okay.
For some people there were, but I could actually understand them.
Most of the time it's just him noodling shows that does that.
The shows about miners, they used to put the subtitles
in. Oh, they did. Piss me off. It's like, how do people... yeah.
Back to some good news stories here. A 14-year-old in Texas just won the $25,000 Young Scientist Challenge for a project on a molecule that could bind the proteins in the virus to make them inactive.
Wow, 14. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy.
Somebody had to step up.
Somebody's on it.
At least somebody's working on this thing.
Who can cure the 14-year-old?
Not giving him an award. Why don't we just keep this going?
Yeah. Let's keep the funding.
Yeah,
you bet.
I mean, this seems like a good thing for right now.
Good news for those needing to go to the dentist. A study showed that only 1% of them contracted the virus throughout this whole thing.
I'm not as much worried about the people who go to the dentist as the people who work in those offices.
I don't put my fingers in their mouth. Like, I've never been to the dentist. Like, take this.
That's how I greet them.
Yeah.
Hello.
You'd think being a dental hygienist is pretty risky at this point.
Especially when they keep making me talk with their tools in my mouth.
Dental hygienist it's kind of like going to the doctor. I mean, they're in your mouth for 90% of the time. Then the dentist comes over and goes, "Oh, let's tap on this tooth and tap on this tooth.
Does this hurt?
Exactly. Do you floss? And maybe you could do this."
You just put a metal hook in my gums. Yes, that hurts.
He's doing a drive-by.
On the last day of restaurants being open in Ottawa, someone went to a restaurant and tipped $700 on a $37 bottle of wine.
I would have bought a more expensive bottle of wine and just tipped up.
No doubt.
Yeah, like $300 bottle, then give him $400.
There you go.
Like, look, I'm going to give you less of a tip. It's going to be huge, but I'm drinking some good-ass wine.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. After a 6-month battle, a 67-year-old woman has finally beaten the virus and is on her way home.
Where she was in a car accident. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
Right. And then when she got there,
the home had burned down.
Guys, these are good news stories. Let's not ruin my good news stories now. Come on.
There was a cow in the house.
No, on her trampoline.
On her trampoline.
Somebody said call the butcher. If there's a cow on your... Yeah.
That's what my grandma did.
Somebody else said we should call a farmer.
You know what?
That makes a lot of sense.
Cirque du Soleil and a farmer.
I like how I went straight to emergency services. This thing is, I don't know where this cow came from.
To be fair, Ted, if there was a cow on your trampoline, you go ahead and call somebody.
Yeah, right? Where'd this trampoline come from?
Right.
A man was arrested for DUI, but you will never guess how they caught him.
How did they catch him?
I'll tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant online for Profile This. We'll take caller 9 at 206-421-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.